Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. This is Belinda. I'm Belinda, your host from Belinda's Babies. I am here today to wish everybody a safe and happy New Year's Eve and to kind of introduce my collection, which has changed. As you see, my collection definitely has changed due to a downsizing and some selling of babies. So this is my current collection that I have now. These are my permanent babies that I have. So first off, before I start introducing all these sweet, sweet babies, I just want to say, anybody out there, if you're out and about tonight, please be safe. Take those cabs. Make good choices and have a great evening. Me, as usual, I usually stay at home. I tend not to want to go. I don't want to go out where all the hustle and bustle's going on and where the chances of our accidents are higher because, unfortunately, there are people that still drink and drive. And I tend to want to stay at home. I think the last few days between Christmas and New Year's, there's this big hype and hurry up and get organized and get shopping, get wrapping and get doing all these things before Christmas. And then it's kind of like slowly getting things back to normal between then and New Year's. And I planned on taking down my Christmas tree, but I have not done that yet. So yeah, I've been really taking it easy, watching some videos. Watching people's videos, getting nice baths, getting back in my pajamas. Just really have not been doing a whole lot of anything. I've been enjoying this. I love a whole lot of nothing and spending time with these sweet souls or sweet little babies here. So I want to just go over the babies that I have. As I look at them, there's a couple. Well, I'm trying to think of one person's name and I can't remember because I haven't had them on the channel that much. I introduced them at the beginning, and because I didn't utilize their names all the time and I have not gone back to look at what I named them. I know I named one a certain name and I can't think of the other name. Darn it all. Anywho, let's go through my sweet angels. So my first baby that I'm going to show you right here is this sweet one here. This is Elizabeth. That is Elizabeth after my grandmother. She is a replica painted Peaches kit. Got her, love her. I love everything about her. And as you can see, I wear a lot of hats on my babies because it's same with their hands and feet. I don't want anything to mess up their hands and feet. So when I take them out and about, I usually pull their sleeves up or put mittens on them, but I tend to like hats because I want to protect the painting. So I'm particular about that. They're beautiful. I want to have them for a very long time. And you got to keep them warm. I mean, it's winter here. Besides my sweet, sweet Elizabeth here, I have, that is my baby Ruth. She is a baby Ruth, and I don't have the kit's name, but they're all legitimate kits. I don't know them offhand. But the artist is Stephanie from In Love with Reborns. Beside her is my sweet little funny face, smiley girl, Matilda. And Matilda is such a joy with those dimples and those expression on her face and those big eyes. She has on a knitted hat that my daughter had when she was born. It has a little sweater to go with it, and it has a little little booties. I don't have those on her too, but I still have the hat on to protect her hair. Painted, and I need to get more hats, honestly. Next we have, and if you've been watching my channel, you know this is Miss Sweet Charlotte. She's another baby done by Stephanie with In Love with Reborns. Ruth, Matilda, and Charlotte are all from Stephanie, the beautiful artist. Then we have my two little babies here. This is Maggie May right here. And then I have Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds after the Beatles. These are my babies. These are Kinby babies that came from Bountiful Babies. Right here in the green getup is Johnny Boy. This is Johnny Boy. He's my one and only Ashton Drake doll. I'd like to see some more Ashton Drakes in the future. I found him at a thrift store. He reminds me of my dad because of the reddish hair and the blue eyes. I have a partial love for red hair and blue eyes. Yeah, so in the future, I'd like to see more red-haired, blue-eyed babies. And back there, my Rub-a-Dub-Dub dolls. They are baby dolls that I purchased from, I think it was a Facebook group that I found that actually have kind of, what was I going to say? There was a lady there who actually, I got the Rub-a-Dubs, and I got another doll, which I'll show later, but that's my Rub-a-Dub babies, Levi, and don't know what I called the other fella. Oops, Larry, I think. Levi and Larry. I think that's what I called him, but I won't bet 100% on there, but maybe about 97%. Levi and Larry. They are my vintage baby dolls. And then we have baby Brenda right here. Baby Brenda is a baby doll that I had when I was young. And that particular doll, her body was really ripped up. And I did a boo-boo. I removed her from her body and put her on an actual body that I purchased. But her arms are only 3/4. And see, I need to get a different body for her because her proportions just don't look right, but I love her to death. She was my favorite baby for the longest time. And over here, right straight up, we have Sophia. This is Sophia. She was a doll that I purchased from the Showcase store in the city. She is a doll that reminds me of my daughter. Her name from the Showcase store was Sophia, and I kept the name Sophia. She reminds me of her. This here is my old baby, Lazy Daisy, and I think her year is 1972. I cleaned her all up, fixed her up as best as I could. She's still, I play with her a lot. She's in rough condition. I tried to get her hair to flatten down, but because I had her hair up in that ponytail for so long, there was no way it was coming down. So I just said, frig it, we're going to put it back where it belongs because that's the way it's been trained to go. Back in the corner with this cranky looking face on is my sweet Maud, which is a replica doll, and she is a Charlotte sculpt. It's interesting how I remember some sculpts and other ones I don't. Oh my goodness. Yes. The three that I got from Stephanie, I don't have those sculpts memorized, and I believe that's because they're not common. I haven't seen them a lot in other people's homes, or other people showing them. Like I've seen a lot of Peaches, a lot of Charlottes, a lot of Levi's, Kimby babies. I just call them Kimby babies, but you know what I mean? So I just don't have their names. I am going to have to show respect to the beautiful ladies that sculpted these dolls and actually mention those names. I have to memorize them. So I apologize for that. Right here, sitting front right here, this is Busy Lizzy. She was another doll that I purchased from a lady that had some vintage dolls, and that's where I got the Rub-a-Dubs from too. She's another doll that I had growing up. This is not the original one I had, and the Rub-a-Dub doll is not the original one I had. But they are dolls that I wanted to have back in my collection. I have so fond memories of playing with these dolls and dressing them up and fun. And Busy Lizzy was a doll that she cleaned your house. She ironed, she swept, she did all kinds of things like that. And so I kept her name Lizzy. And just like Lazy Daisy, that's Daisy. And in front here is my little alien baby. This is my baby that I got off Temu. I've seen a box opening of someone who opened, can't remember what video it was. I actually thought it was so sweet, petite, and very feminine looking little alien baby. And I thought, oh my gosh, I got to get this little alien baby. So I did. Very cute. Some people don't like alternative babies, but I have my alien alternative baby. Then we have Sarah. This is a Behringer baby doll. This doll actually was a doll I bought for my daughter when she was young. And, well, actually, she wasn't young. She was older. I bought it because I wanted to buy a toy for her, and she kept it, and then she gave it to me as long as I agreed to call this doll Sarah. So this baby doll's name is Sarah. Beside her is Natalie. And Natalie is another showcase doll that I got her along with Sophia. These both dolls were bought at the showcase store in the mall in the city. I believe by looking around that she might be a replica sculpt from something else, another sculpt. I don't know. Her face, I thought I've seen her face before, but I'm not 100% sure. But I kept her name Natalie. Her name was Natalie on the box, and I thought it suited her. And yeah. Was Natalie on the box? Oh, I don't know. I like Natalie. She reminds me of Natalie from The Facts of Life. That's what she reminds me of. Because when Natalie from The Facts of Life smiled, she smiled so big and her eyes squinted. So that's why it reminds me of Natalie from The Facts of Life. I used to watch that show a lot. And my two baby fawn babies back there, that's Jack and Jill. They're all toasty warm there. You know, you got to keep those deers toasty warm. They're only newborns, you know. So they're there, and those are also in my collection. So this is my collection, folks, that I have right now. Other babies that I've had are in the process of being fixed or have sold. And I have this beautiful collection here. Who knows what the year 2024 will bring? But I'm assuming it's going to bring all kinds of fantastic memories. My year 2023 has been beautiful. Lots of beautiful memories that I'll treasure. And I know that the next year will just be as good. I mean, it's all in the way you see things, right? And what else was I going to say? Yes. Besides that, I will say that, the key word, I believe, shall be vintage. Vintage babies. Because I've showed some of my vintage ones that I haven't shown in a really long time. And so, yes, vintage babies is the key word for this time around. I don't know the name of this doll right here, the Johnny Boy Ashen Drake baby doll. I don't know the name of that doll, but I will say I love how easy this Ashen Drake doll moves. I love the feel of the vinyl. It's kind of rubbery or something. I like that feel. I mean, does he look as realistic as some of the other babies? No, he's doll-like. He looks doll-like. But I have other dolls that look doll-like. I don't know. There's something about him that I will keep him. I know what it is. It's the curly red hair and the blue eyes. That's what it is. So this is my nursery, guys. Basically, I don't have a lot of space. There's my seat where I usually put some babies. I have a tapestry that I hung up there that I got from Temu, Alice in Wonderland. I have a few pictures up from, well, my camera's all funny. I have to put my camera this way. Yeah. That little girl over there with the curly hair, I had that hanging up for years, reminded me of my daughter. Ann Geddes, I always loved her painting. This other baby over here with the curly hair doing the kissing, the angel, reminded me of Sophia. Also, I had those hanging up. And then I put them away for years and years, and I got rid of some of my Ann Geddes and wall hangings. Yes, I have a couple of more Ann Geddes. I have another tapestry there. Every sunset brings promise of a new dawn, and every year brings promise of a new year. And 2024 is going to be fabulous for all of us. So thank you guys once again for showing me love, for liking and commenting. And don't forget this keyword. Send it to me in the subject line and email it to me. Tomorrow will be the last keyword, the last one, and then we will see who wins the fantastic surprise mystery box that will be mailed to you. So tune in, get today's keyword in tomorrow, and then we will look at when. It'd probably be, I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow. Depends on how the day goes, or the second to do the number generator for the keyword. So for the keyword giveaway and the individual that wins, I don't know what day that's going to be. It's going to be either the first or the second. But thank you, everyone. Have yourself a great evening. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.